Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of ABS. You're watching me in the TV. I just want to say thank you for finding the time to watch us. You could have been doing so many other things and watching so many other shows, but you chose to watch us, and we say thank you for that. And also, Timani couldn't be here with us today, but we have a special guest with us. Hi, Timani.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
This is like your third time here on the show.
I feel like an alumni now.
I haven't seen you since you cut your hair. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. It is fabulous.
Thank you so much.
You're giving me Lupita Nyong'o right now.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Same.
Like the first time you posted it on social media, I was like going crazy.
Oh my God.
And you recently also finished doing your fashion show.
Yes.
Okay, and how was that?
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was amazing.
And thanks for inviting us, by the way.
Let me sit.
First of all, Mina
okay,
TV
girl.
is always invited.
Okay.
Always. All right.
And are you planning on having another one soon or?
Yes. Next one will be in February.
February.
A
And
February
is this one of
fashion.
your creations?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so, no, go ahead.
I saw when you posted your haircut on Instagram, you said, I got my haircut like Bay, and someone wrote under it, Bay is Kofi Sriboy.
Yes.
Listen, that's my Bay. I'm just letting that be clear right now, girl. Like, if not, you're not welcome back here.
Do you know who else is not Bay?
Who else is not
The
Bay?
story right now.
Yeah.
Right.
The story
Right.
I'm about to talk about right now is crazy, and I want you to introduce the story to the people.
So the story is crazy. Like, this guy essentially tested his fiance with a slap before the wedding, and she called it off. But let me read what he actually said. He posted on Instagram and Facebook, like, shamelessly. Our wedding is this Saturday, and for the first time in my life, I just gave her one small slap, and she threw my ring in my face and called it off. If a woman cannot endure a little slap from the man she loves, then what can she endure in the marriage? Just correction slap, and she's forming Yankee girl, calling domestic violence. How? Should I beg her, or do you people think she's unserious? My mom says she's not a serious wife. I slapped her because she picked up my call, and I've warned her never to try to pick up my phone because I don't pick hers or go close to hers.
What?
So first of all, let's throw him, his mom, and his phone away.
Oh, yeah.
Under the bus.
Under the bus.
Under the
Throw
bus.
them somewhere.
Let the bus
Like,
run over them.
What test? What is a test slap? There's no such thing as a test slap. If you test me, I'm leaving. Like, there's no such thing as a test slap because of a phone. And he's like, oh, if she can't endure this, what can, like, no. It's just a dub. Nope. No.
What? In a way, I was trying to see where this guy was coming from and try to play like a little devil's advocate. But I couldn't come up with like an excuse for him.
I tried to.
First of all, the idea of testing a woman, because a lot of guys also say that, I want to test drive you to see if you're the one for me. I want to, people.
Yes, he just took
The idea of them thinking that women are objects that, they can test or try before they can commit to them, that sounds so crazy to me. And if that's what he was thinking, he must be out of his damn mind. This is crazy. And the woman, thank God she left.
I think it's also crazy the reason. Why? Isn't that serious? She grabbed your phone. Who's calling your phone? Why? Wait, she answered your phone and suddenly you slap her? Like, what's really going on? And then he's just, I guess I'm just looking at the tone of this whole post, and he's just so shocked. He's like, she left me. What is this?
This is so horrible, but I'm just glad that she left.
Yeah, it's a sign.
And I hope she doesn't go back. Like, if she's watching this, if anyone knows that, you guys need to let her go. Don't go back. The first problem is the fact that you even hit me. A test hit? What the hell is a test hit?
Yeah,
Am I signing up for the WWE?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I signing up for UFC?
Right?
Am I Mayweather? Like, no. There should be no test hitting. Hitting is never acceptable. I tell all my little cousins, my son, I tell everyone, you keep your hands to yourself. Even as an adult, you never lift your hand to touch anyone. Like, never. At no point is that okay. That's number one. And then number two, as you said, Ivy, over a phone call that I can't pick up your phone, that means that clearly this guy is an abusive, lying cheater.
Yep.
Because if we're getting ready to get married, and by the way, I agree with that. I don't think that if you trust your significant other, you shouldn't be in their phones. Like, I don't look through my significant other's phone in general. But if something happened and maybe the phone is ringing and by reflex, sometimes it's reflex. You see a phone ringing, reflex, you pick it up, you know, whatever, or you pass it, whatever. But if we're about to get married, we're one. And there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to go in your phone or even if I pick it up. Yeah, it's not a big deal because whoever is, like my sister and her husband, they do everything together. Like, phones, texting, bank account, like, because they're one. And sometimes I look at them, I'm like, girl, you crazy. She's like, but what's there to hide? That's my husband. We're one. Like, anything that he has his mind, like we're one. And exactly. So if we're getting married on Saturday, we're one. And you're gonna slap me for picking up your phone?
But we've had this conversation here before where you said, I don't know if I'm misquoting you or whatever, but you said that sometimes in cases like this, these girls call it on themselves. Like, they tempt this man, and then when they end up getting hit, it's like, oh, yeah, you know, there's a problem.
And I still stick to that. But you know what we need to realize is most of the time, the conversations that we have here, they're based off something that we've read online. Yeah. They're based off things that are coming from news outlets, from media. This is coming from the man's Facebook page. He has told us what he did. We didn't even ask. He's told us what he did, and he has told us why he did it. Yeah. So in this case, it's clear. But if the woman would have just came up, oh, my husband beat me, yeah, then in that case, we don't know why he beat her. So it's free for me to speculate and give my assumptions on whatever could have possibly happened.
But in a way, isn't it the same thing? Because the guy said, don't touch my phone. I've said it several times, don't touch my phone. And even in this post, he said, I warned you not to touch my phone. And you still went ahead to do what I told you not to do. Yeah. So in a way, isn't that still supports your idea of saying that women...
Okay, so my idea of women provoking men to hit them is the idea of some women being verbally abusive towards their husband, being physically abusive towards your significant other, and this really does happen, whether you want to believe it or not. There are women, you know, it sounds strange at times that a man can't be abused or whatever, but no, it really does happen that a man is emotionally abused, physically abused, financially abused, whatever word. And that's what I mean by some women call it upon themselves. Like, you can't sit there and be insulting your husband every day, hitting him every day. Of course, you're provoking him. One day, it's going to be a reflex and he's going to hit you back. So maybe I should clarify that. No,
I think what you said right now is exactly what everyone thought. Because the thing is, like, okay, just because someone's verbally abusive to you, does that really give you the right? If somebody's calling you names, your significant other is calling you names in an argument, you're just gonna slap them or hit them?
No. It's, again, hitting someone is never ever right. It never ever is. But however, as we all know, we all are human and we're all programmed a certain way. And there are times that sometimes you take it, and you can't take it, and you might react. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right, but I think it gives it a little bit of, should I say justification? I don't want to use the wrong words, but if I came here every day and every day, Ivy, you told me I was ugly. Perfect example. It just happened this week, actually, in New York City.
I didn't call you ugly.
No, I'm just saying. Let's scratch that. It just happened. An 18-year-old kid who was going to school every day and was being bullied. He was being bullied in school every day by the same two people. One day, he decides to take a razor to school. He takes a razor to school, he gets up, he's walking out of the door, and one of the guys that bullies him throws something at him. He attacks the guy with the razor and actually ends up killing the 16-year-old boy. He killed one, and one is critically injured in the hospital. And I mean, we were just having this debate about it in a hair salon, and I was like, I really don't think he should go to, I think he needs maybe mental help, but I don't think jail is the course of this because he's been bullied. It's not right what he did, but put yourself in his shoes. Going to school every day being bullied, he got tired of it. But they're saying it's premeditated.
But I also feel like there are other steps. Like, we can't jump from 0 to 100. You can't jump from 0 to slap. You can't jump from 0 to attacking somebody with a razor. Like, if you're being bullied, you talk to somebody. If nobody does anything, you keep going higher. And it may take a longer time, but at least you don't end up losing a lot more in the end. This guy too, like, his story is stupid. Like, cause he said a corrective slap, and it was a test. So it wasn't like he needed to slap her in order for her to never touch his phone again. He was like, just one small slap to test her. one corrective slap, and she's forming
he has
Yankee.
he has been telling
Even
her
his-
yes,
over
but
and over and
still,
over again.
Even his words, you know, like one day we had this discussion about how sometimes you can tell if somebody's an abusive husband or not. And you can tell by these things, by words people use and body language, you can really tell. Even the words that he's using shows that he's an abuser.
He's
Right.
at a corrective
Small-
slap.
Exactly.
Who said that small, like
Like she's a
nobody's
dog.
gonna leave you and throw your ring off of a small slap.
So you
must
don't think
have
the lady
slapped her.
overreacted? If the wedding is on Saturday,
No,
they've been
sorry.
planning
It's-
this wedding and just
She did
one
not
time thing.
overreact.
I mean,
And
I remember when Milan was on the show and said, "Are you gonna just leave if it happens just one time?"
But this is a sign. Who said that? Like, if somebody shows you who they
I
truly
did.
are.
Yeah,
No,
believe
Maya.
them.
I think Maya Angelou.
Oh no, I mean on the show I did.
You take a quote.
Oh sorry, I'm
Taking
just
credit
saying.
for the
All right.
whole.
No, but I'm saying that when someone shows you who they truly are, you should pay attention.
Yeah.
She paid attention.
Yeah,
She's
you're
like,
right.
oh, this is a
And
small slap. Then there's gonna be more slaps in the future.
And you know what?
I also,
Sometimes
sorry,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Tsunami.
I also feel like it wasn't just a slap. Like it had to be more than it.
But
What
see,
if?
but-
What if I know the person that's calling you? I know that's the girl you cheated on me with, or something. I know something is up. I'm gonna answer this phone call, and for you to top the icing on the
Insult.
cake with
With
a
a
slap,
slap?
it's over.
That's
and for your
possible
mom
too.
to tell me I'm not a serious wife, oh,
And
both
do-
of y'all
do-
can go in the
Yeah,
trash.
I mean, just
Both
imagine
of y'all
having
can go in the
grandkids.
trash.
I was literally just having this conversation that sometimes when people are getting into marriages, you know, you're so in love that you don't even investigate the family. It is so important that you investigate the family as well, because I would not want that lady to be my kid's grandmother.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I would not. And that's why I'm saying that that girl should be elated that this incident happened. I mean, God just rescued her from a lifetime of issues.
She sounds like the
Before the
mother-in-law
marriage.
from hell.
Yeah, and he's talking about a light slap. Like, for example, I have heavy hands. My hands are small, but when I slap you, girl, you feel it.
Yes.
So all I'm saying is, you never know with the husband. He might think that
It's not
you
up
know
to him
it's
to
like
decide whether the slap was light or not.
Because even every
Yeah.
time I'm hitting Charlie, and Charlie always goes ow, like
Yeah,
you know,
very
like
sensitive.
yeah, like exactly. And look at how small my hands are. So just imagine a grown man. Like
Yeah.
it was probably like ow.
There are some of the things that caught my attention in this post when he said just a correction slap and she's forming Yankee girl saying domestic violence. So
that was
basically
funny.
what he's saying is
Yeah.
like, oh, so now you're an American now? You're claiming this to be domestic violence? So in his mind, I think what he was trying to say was, this been happening, it's normal. Now you want to claim that you've been domestic, you know? So a lot of females in Africa don't take it serious, or men don't take it
they don't take it
serious.
serious.
But then she did. So now he's shocked. He's like, wait, where you going? This is, basically how I saw it. And then another thing that I noticed is he's the mama's boy. He's,
Oh my gosh.
He's a mama's boy.
to your
He's
mama.
running to his mother. Oh, my mother said.
He literally said this. He typed, because the thing is sometimes when I think about it, so you have to think about stages. You thought about it, then you typed it, then you read what you typed and then pressed enter. Like it was like this is multiple steps. And he still didn't correct himself? Is there something wrong with him?
I feel like he believes exactly what he
Yeah, he
wrote.
does.
Like, and it's not something new. It's something that's been instilled in him. Because for your own mother to be like, yo, like for me, it's still that, like, instead of her to be like, oh, but why would you slap the girl? Like, it's just over phone, kind of talk to you. It's like your mom told you that
Cosigns.
if you wanna correct your wife or teach her how you want her to like act, you slap her, you do this is the things that you do. That's not right. And yeah, let her form Yankee girl and call domestic violence, because yes, you need to leave that relationship. Don't be in a relationship for somebody controlling you for the sake of being married. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not worth it.
But have you guys noticed there's this trend on of people testing their future husband or wife before they get married? Because I feel like even like you said, what the guys have to run through her. Is that what you
You have
said?
to test drive.
Oh, sorry.
That's what they say.
Hey.
Test drive, but also like
I mean, she said that before.
But-
I'm trying to point. Yeah, you said.
Why are you always coming for
No,
me,
because
Tarzan?
I'm not coming for you.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
I love you.
But
In
I just.
another world, we would be married with like
No,
5 kids,
no, I do,
having
but no.
a big white wedding.
She said, I don't know if you remember, you
What did I
said this you promoting sex before marriage because you want to test drive. But it's the same idea of it.
I am test driving that stick. I definitely am.
No.
Because I am, you know, and when I say that, I want to clarify it. I don't mean sleep with Tom, Dick, and Harry, because I'm the first. Like, I definitely promote abstinence. Like, do not go around sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Wait, then how do you test drive a stick?
So once we've decided that we're getting married, I mean, this is my thing. 3 weeks before we should test drive it and know what's up.
And if it's not good, and if Tom is not good, you move into Dick, and then if Dick is not good, you move into Harry.
No.
So in a way, you're saying the same thing. You're just digging the hole for yourself. It's the same thing.
So what's gonna happen is, I mean, if you 3 weeks before the wedding, you know, you have sex once. Maybe if it's off, whatever. Then you do it like 2 or 3 more times. Eventually, if it's off 2, 3 more times, you need to get rid of that man.
Okay, and then you go to the next one and the same thing.
3 weeks before the wedding, you would have planned that wedding.
So
yes.
Oh, okay. Stay there.
So I mean, hold on. So
that's the difference too. See, I'm like, for me, I mean, to each his own. I'm not the girl that's gonna spend like $100 million on a wedding. That's not me. I feel like weddings are very intimate. I feel like a wedding is so personal. It should really be you should only really invite people that you know truly, really love you, and people that will really, really be there for you.
But
a lot of people just have these big weddings.
I could tell already your wedding is gonna be lavish. Stop.
It's not. It's gonna be a lot.
Stop fronting.
But wait, hold on.
To be lavish,
my wedding is gonna be very lavish, and it's gonna be like in Aruba or Turks and Caicos. Okay. But guess what though?
So I'm gonna cancel my flight because
But guess what though? But guess what though?
What?
I'm only inviting like not more than 50 people.
Yeah, but those 50
Literally,
people
that's
are
what I
taking
mean by
off.
intimate.
They have to find babysitters just to come to your wedding. That 3 weeks later you're calling off because your test driving didn't go well.
And they'll ask you, what happened?
Hold on,
you say it wasn't right.
Don't worry. By then, there's gonna be so much money just falling from everywhere. I'll just pay everybody. I'll reimburse them.
Back to your question, why you were asking why are they testing this woman?
They're testing a lot. But it's not even just they're testing them like cooking skills. They're testing them cleaning skills. It's a whole bunch of testing going on. I think it's
so that's what I'm saying. So the reason why you're testing is to find out whether they are good in bed or not.
No, not just that. I mean, you also have to see if they can have kids. You have to be pregnant. Like you gotta test these things. Because whenever the woman can't have kids, whenever a couple doesn't have a baby, everybody automatically likes to blame the woman right away. When some men have low sperm count, you know, I'm joking about this 3 week thing. I'm not literally dead serious, but you really should test drive before you go in there.
Okay,
even if you're not gonna test drive us and have sex, you should go and do the sperm count test and everything and make sure everything is okay. Because I don't want to end up being blamed when we can't have kids.
No, I hear you, and I feel like that's the same mentality as to what he had. That okay, let me.
But hitting people is wrong.
No, not hidden. Because he said if you can just endure this, how can you endure all the things that come to
Wait. Okay, you guys talked about sex. You guys talked about cooking, cleaning. You test things that you want to happen throughout the marriage.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You're testing the cooking because you expect them to cook like frequently.
Yeah.
You testing the sex because you want to have sex frequently. Mm-hmm. You testing hitting because you want to hit me frequently. Like, is that the
not hitting? I don't think that's what.
No, because you only test stuff that you plan to explore or you plan to build on. So for him to be testing her to enjoy this, so what are you gonna kick me next? Like, it's a slippery slope.
I'm not defending the guy. I'm saying I think what he meant by saying that was that a lot of things that happen in marriages. So basically what he was saying is if you can enjoy this little slap, how can you endure the other things that come with marriage? You know, I think that's what he meant.
But you see, that's what he's saying. See, even if let's say she called him an a-hole and then his reflex slapped her or whatever.
What's with your reflex? What is this? What kind of reflex do you have?
I'm just saying, some people come from different backgrounds and some people have different types of reflexes. There are people that you'll slap them and they'll sit there, they'll look at you and they'll smile. There are people that you'll slap them and they'll hit you back. There are people that you'll slap them and they'll pour hot water on you. Exactly. Everybody's different. You guys just need to get my chance. I'm gonna kill y'all right now.
Everybody's different, you said.
Everybody's different, but the fact that he slapped her because she answered the phone.
Yeah.
That's like, you get what I mean? Like, it's not like they were fighting or arguing about something and he hit her. Like, it's never okay to hit. But the fact, like, you know, you have to replay that in your head. His phone rang. She picked up. He slapped her. And like Tsunami's saying, we don't even have more details. We don't even know who was calling. Could have been ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, baby.
Right. He's only going to tell us what he wants to tell us. And even from what he wanted to tell us was horrible.
This is horrible. But my favorite part about the story is the fact that the girl left. I just love that because, you know, in African community, our women, we really take a lot. And sometimes we downplay ourselves. We don't realize how strong African women really are. Because what African women go through, I mean, it's serious. They go through it at home, in the workplace, among other women. You know, kids, like, it's really serious. So when an African woman decides to get up and be strong and stand up, I can only applaud her. Because as the mom is, even look at what the mom is even saying, because she still has that old school African mentality. That goes to show you that other people are probably thinking that same exact thing. Like, oh, you're going to leave your husband because he slapped you? Oh, please, I beg.
Yeah.
You know? Because there's probably been stepping on them the whole marriage. So a slap is nothing. You know?
And also, in the same post, he asked the question, I don't know if you guys caught that. He said, should I beg her? I think what he was trying to say is, should I go apologize for what I did? Or do you guys just think that she is not serious about the whole marriage thing?
He's not serious.
He's not.
He's not serious.
He should go and get help. That's what he needs to get. He shouldn't need to go and beg. He needs to go, they need to, first of all, I think she needs to stay far, far away from that man. That's number one. I would stay far away from him. Yeah. I would stay far away from that thing, boy.
When people always talk about real men and real boys, what does that mean? A man is a man, somebody who has genitalia of a man.
No.
Yeah, but you have
I'm sorry, no.
A man is grown man that knows, you know, wrong and right. And so if, as a little boy, you don't really know what's wrong and right. And you need your mama to kind of teach you. Yes, you kind of need your mama to kind of teach you, hey, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. And if you're grown, 45 and still acting like a child, you're a little boy and you need to go back to your mother. No, I'm just saying as an example. Okay. You need to go back to your mother because you can raise a man. You have to send them back to their mother.
No, his mom did raise him.
A male has a certain type of genitalia. A man is more than that. A man is someone who's responsible. That's, I don't know. A man and a male are two different things. And I feel like that separates boys from men. Like, a man would not take to the internet to ask if he should beg his wife. If you love her and you realize, yo, what I did was wrong, you go and beg her. Nobody even needs to know what happened. You go and beg her. Don't talk to your mom. When you're in a relationship, it's you and your wife. And your fiance is you and her. You messed up? All right, cool. You go to her, you talk to her. You don't take it to, oh, now you're going to call your mom. Now you're going to call social media. Who are we? Did we buy the ring? Did we propose?
Yeah.
So he's not a man at all.
What about this rise in mother's boys? I feel like, or mama's boys, is that the term?
Yeah, mama's boys.
Is it rising? It's always been there.
Maybe it's more obvious now because of social media. Because I've been seeing some posts. I've been seeing things. I'm like, and they're always with their mom, and then sometimes I'll see mom, girlfriend. Okay, that's cool, you know. And then next week, mom, girlfriend,
it has its good and it has its bad. Though.
What makes it
a bit much?
What makes it even more disgusting is sometimes it's more the mother and not even the guy. It's like the mothers are just so obsessed with your kids that like just marry him. And a lot of times they feel like, oh, like no one is good enough for their son and blah blah. It's all just disgusting.
I think it stems from it depends on what it is. Like sometimes I'm not saying like most, but I know a lot of parents are like single parents. So a lot of moms, their prized possession, like from whatever heartbreak they went through in their relationship, their prize is that the children that came from it. So they want them to be good. And then they've some guys build the type of relationship with their moms that is like, you know, that's their best friend. That's the person that, like, the first person they talk to with anything. But then what they don't know how to separate is that relationship with, like, from your mom to your lover. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you have to learn how to, like, kind of divorce yourself from your mom in order to have a healthy relationship with, like, someone that you love. Like, if I ask you something and you have to go ask your mom first, Are we?
No.
Is all three of us in a relationship, or the two of
the
us?
thing is, nobody starts off as a good lover though. It's practice. It is practice.
That's
so
what I'm saying. You have to learn how to, like, you know, separate that mom, the love.
But there's
between
nothing
the
wrong
mom.
with that if they want to ask their mother.
Sometimes
you don't think so?
I don't think so, because the mother has an experience of being in a relationship or marriage, right? So there's nothing wrong with me picking up the phone call and asking, "Oh, mom, my wife did this today, and my wife is not doing this. What do you think about
That's
it?"
terrible.
That is not terrible.
Do you know what makes it even?
Charlie,
Do
I don't
you
think
know?
that's
Do you know
terrible.
what makes it even bad? What makes it even really, really bad? We all know this in high school, college, whatever. Whenever you had a problem with a friend and you told your mom,
Your mom is not-
hates that person
Yes.
forever.
Yes.
Exactly.
That person can never ever do any. That person could have bring a pot of gold to you. That person could have made Jesus come see your mother, and your mother is still gonna be like, yeah, she did all that, but hey, you know that girl, she's fake. Because you've already planted that seed in her for your mom. Because your mom loves you so much.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I don't think that when couples argue and fight that it should go back to mom.
No, but there are
Not
some
first.
moms. No,
Not
there are some moms
first.
that would be like, you test slap her. Why did you do that? There are some moms
yes.
that will come in defense of the
course. Of the
woman,
woman.
especially when they love the you know, if they chose it
Agreed.
for you.
But you know, okay,
Totally agreed.
if you call your mom the thing is, okay, if you call your mom to, "Oh my gosh, mom, I love my wife, I think she's fabulous," no. You're gonna call your mom when something hits the fan.
Yeah.
"Mommy, I work all day. This lazy hoe, the house is dirty." Like, come on.
Yeah.
So imagine if somebody keeps on calling you, they never tell you the good things. Because let's be honest, there's great things that happen to all of us. Do we all exclaim? No, we tell the other person, "Thank you so much," and we appreciate it, and we have it in our heart. We're not telling everybody. But then if something happens, and then
That's
you tell
why
everybody
there's
else.
something about her that I didn't like. Now that you mention it, I see it all. I get it.
You
I get
see?
it.
So each time you call, and then after a year, every time you call me, it's something bad news. It's bad news about your wife. Like, get rid of her.
So then who are you calling then?
I feel
you
like
guys
you
are
should
saying don't call your
best
mother.
friend. Call
No,
yourself.
stop
Some
putting
things-
other people in your
You're right.
relationship.
That's actually
You
okay.
talk to yourself first.
Yeah.
Communication.
You know what I mean?
Talk to
Think
your
about
spouse.
go through the situation with yourself first. Then you talk to your spouse. If you're continuously talking to your spouse and there's nothing, obviously you gotta like go somewhere else. But that's the problem with modern day relationships. We want to ask everybody. We want to ask our moms. We want to ask our Snapchat. We want to ask our Instagram. We want to write an article. Like, the person that you have beef with, does that person know that you have a problem with them? Like, right now, this wife doesn't know that you feel a type of way. This wife doesn't know that, oh, you might think that they're unserious for leaving. She doesn't know that. She left because you slapped her. She doesn't know how you feel after that. But now we all know. Your mom knows. You never spoke to her. You never knew if it was like, "Yo, I'm sorry, babe. Like, it was just a test, da da da." And you never know if you could have gotten her back right then and there. But you chose to let the whole world know. Like, that's the type of stuff. Like, communication is key. Communication is key, and you talk to your spouse before you start bringing everybody else into your relationship.
Maybe this is just me, but when I read this post, I was thinking, maybe this lady should have just went with the wedding. Because listen, don't kill me. Hold on, not the marriage, that's just the wedding ceremony. Because the wedding is hold on. Don't say Charlie. Wait, let me land. The wedding is on Saturday. Everything has been paid for. Nothing is refundable. The DJ, the food, the hall. Just have the ceremony. Hold on. Have the ceremony, but don't get married to him. Just go dance and then see ya. Instead of just, canceling the whole wedding, because they're probably not getting all that money back.
No, they're definitely not getting that money back. Right? That's a wrap.
So
But that's a good lesson for him not to get the money back. But you have to do the legal paperwork. I think, like, legally in America, you have to do it before the white wedding, right?
Not really.
No, I don't think so.
People still have the wedding,
And
but
they
not,
sign right
and
there.
then they go to the court and sign.
Yeah.
People still do that.
Some people
So-
are delayed. People are lazy.
No,
Like,
there are a lot of people that are married, like the ceremony, and not officially.
That's
you just do the
crazy.
party.
Why would you even want to go through that?
I mean, to save face. Listen.
Charlie's all about saving face.
I'm all.
Charlie's like, yes, I'm partying. And then what happens when they're like, oh, kiss so we can take a picture.
You fake it.
You
I'll give him a Rod's foot in his eye. Let me not even see
They've
that.
been doing
I don't
it.
think. Nah, I don't
That's
think
so
that. I don't
crazy.
think
So
that go with the
it was
wedding.
okay. So what you're saying is she didn't overreact.
No.
Listen, this is according to
If
him,
we're
it was a
going by-
small slap.
If we are going,
Have you read
You know what? How about this? How about we each give Charlie a small slap?
I love that.
Let's all give you a small slap, and let's see if you overreact or if. Are you sure? My hands are very small. It'll be a light slap. Just a test.
I'm really surprised that Yazzie of all people is defending this man because because you're the same person that will say, oh, we don't know all the story.
We normally don't. We normally are reading blogs. Right now we're reading from his Facebook page.
Okay, so let me give it an what if. What if the girl is so dramatic? What if it's like, because there are women
then you're supposed to know I'm dramatic. You're supposed to know the type of woman you're with, and you're supposed to know that she's dramatic. If you guys are about to get married, then you're supposed to know that you can't even pinch her. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to know. Like, you have to know your spouse. You have to. And I love when we talk about topics like this, because I feel like it's very important in the African community, because a lot of us, some of us come from homes where our parents might have experienced stuff like this, different kinds of abuse. And it's important for us to teach younger Africans coming up that, number one, you don't have to get married. You don't have to. You don't have to feel any type of pressure to get married. Like, that's the first thing. You don't need marriage to complete you. Women out there, you don't need marriage to define you as a woman, to make you a better person. That's number one. Number two, if you're gonna go through with it, great. Just get to know the person. Sometimes it can take a day to get to know a person. Sometimes it can take a year, it can take 10 years, but make sure that you really know this person, you understand this person, and this person is somebody that you can really live with for better or for worse. Mm-hmm. And actually, this might even be number two before okay, no, this is number three. Get to know the family. Yeah. Seriously. Like, what if this person comes from a family of, like, serial killers or, like, schizophrenics or bipolar? That means that chances of your kid having this is high. Like, genetics. Genetics speaks for itself. Like, you have to imagine my mother-in-law telling me that I can't take I can't even fathom it.
Because it's crazy. You know how African families are. She would visit them. She would make her life a living hell. They would do a surprise visit. If you guys don't know, Africans do pop-ups. So she would pop up for a month.
And I wish it was in America so I could just let the police pop up and get her off my property.
Yeah, right. Trespassing. Oh my gosh, that would lead down a road of hellish behavior. People would call you witch. Can you imagine?
Of course, every wife is a witch, and every mom, every mother-in-law on the dad's side is a witch anywhere in the African community. But these things are very, very important that we teach the youth this, that. It's true. And when you're getting to know this person, there's no time. You're not in a race with anybody but yourself. Mm-hmm. You're not in a race with your friends, and because it's really getting crazy.
Yeah, people are so competitive.
Yes, it's really getting ridiculous.
I really wish we could have heard the girl side of the story.
Yeah.
So because I want the real tea. I want what exactly has this man been doing that this small slap set you off?
Maybe it was a foolish guy. He already sounds like a foolish guy. Like, but one thing.
Oh, and he can't even spell. Cause pick, he said P-U-C-K. I don't know what that is.
But so one thing that this situation kind of emphasizes is know your limits. Know what you can put up with. Yes. If you put your hands on me, it's over. Stick to it. Yeah. You can love him. He could do whatever to you. But if that's your limit, if that's what you can take, then you don't have to live with somebody just because the wedding is paid for. Like, you need to know your limits. You need to know what you can put up with. And if it gets to that or passes that, you leave. But you stay true to yourself.
I liked what you said earlier. You were talking about how people share the relationship with social media even before they get close to the person.
Yeah, that happens
There was
a lot.
A post I saw earlier from a Facebook friend of mine was talking about, cheating on his girlfriend for like 7 or 10 years, and then he needs forgiveness one more time. And I'm sitting there like, the exact thought I had when I read it. I was like, why? Why do I have to know this? Why do I have to, for real, why do we have to know this? Why does he has thousands of Facebook friends? People are commenting, oh, stay strong. I was like, dude, I don't need to know this. This looks bad. And does you have permission from her to tell people this?
So you say you don't need to know that?
No, and I don't.
And he's even ruining his market, because now potential girls that might have liked him, I know I would see that, I'll be like, oh, he cheated on that last girl for 10 years.
Listen,
I know not to even go out for a drink with him.
A long time.
People putting their relationship stuff on social media, I get invested. Bae bought me coffee today. Bae this, bae that, bae this. So when Bae slapped the shit out of you, I want to know as well. I want to know why. Yes. I guess
and you know what I hate too? And then when they break up, you just stop seeing pictures and she doesn't want to give an explanation or he doesn't want to.
We
were all here riding with you. I need to know why we broke up. We were all in this relationship together.
We were liking all those anniversary pictures and all those collage videos.
But see, this what you guys just said is the exact problem with doing that. It's the exact problem for this guy to post. It's the exact problem that guy. Why do I need to know so much about your relationship? Do I need to know about Bae's gifts to you?
Because I saw all your vacation pictures. I saw the cuddling.
It's just ridiculous.
I want to see everything as well, the good and the bad.
You know, I have a friend who's in a loving relationship, great relationship, and she posted all on social media. So, and I think she has a great guy, and I'm so happy for her. So I messaged her one day. She posted something on Snapchat. The guy did something so romantic. I forgot what. He's always doing something extra. Like, he's like the Kanye West, like a regular guy who's going out of his way. Okay. No, like, you know, Kanye can send Kim Kardashian like 10,000 roses.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, he does stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So I messaged her one day and I was like, why do you put all of this on Snapchat? She was like, why? I was like, I don't think that you should. Nope. And then she's like, oh, well, it's my relationship and if I want to. And I was like, okay, you know, me as your friend, I just think that you have a good thing going and I don't think that you need to just forget the fact that it's even haters out there. No,
you don't do that.
But there's a girl that will purposely see that you're happy and even plot on him.
No, you don't do that. You never.
But if you're my friend.
Listen, people out there, you never hit up another woman and say, I think you're posting too much of your bae, or because they'll say you're a hater. Go find yourself a man.
And you know what? And that's the reason why I don't have a lot of female friends. Because that was me. That was coming out of love. That was me giving her a friendly. I would be a fake friend if I would sit and then what? And then when they break up, I'm gonna sit there and be like, like you guys broke up. No, like you're happy, you're in a great relationship. You don't need to share it with us. Just be happy. Get that, at least secure a ring first. Secure a ring because you're showing all of this.
Can still go bad.
Yeah, because you're there, you're showing all of this. You don't. There's some women out there that they only even want to be with a man who's even in a relationship. Yeah. And then on top of that, this guy is doing all of this for you. Just sweetie, hold it down. Not everything needs to be on Instagram and Snapchat.
That's why they say you shouldn't tell everybody about you and your spouse or whatever because then people are like, oh, this person's amazing. They're amazing to her. You know how girls are. I'm checking around. She don't got anything I don't got. Let me go after him too. That's how I know people who do that.
I do that as well. I don't tell anybody.
I don't do that?
No. I do that as well. Meaning I don't tell everybody my business. Okay. That way when it goes bad, I don't have to explain myself to a lot of people. Because
you like to be invested in other people's relationships, but you don't want people to
if you're putting it out there, he automatically gets invested if he's following you. So what, he should unfollow you because of that?
Yeah, I definitely because it's embarrassing. Like, I agree with that, but I feel like it depends on what type of relationship it is. If I see it being serious or something, like, then I don't mind posting. Not everything, but I don't mind posting things here and there. Because there's some people that will post every day, baby this, baby that. Next 3 months is a new baby.
I was going to get to that. Then you just start to look like
then you look crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely agree. Definitely TMI for Facebook. Definitely too much information for this to go on Facebook. The guy is totally wrong. Like, I wish, I want to even know what other people, what's he even thinking? Like his co-workers that are going to see this, his family members that this is horrible.
The comments were hilarious.
Oh my God. What were people saying?
Don't have anything better to do than to comment.
People were saying like, this guy is crazy, but people were backing the mother-in-law saying, well, you know, it's good that, she's been married. Maybe this girl is unserious, but this guy is crazy.
But I'm sure the mother-in-law is just thinking, like, lucky you, would you even get for somebody to come and do wedding for you? That's probably what she's thinking, you know?
And I think for her to leave, basically to him, the lady wasn't desperate enough to stay and to endure all the pain and everything that he was saying.
And rightfully so. Yeah. She doesn't need to.
Exactly.
So kudos to her. Good for you, lady.
Yes.
For leaving.
Yep. I have a term that I always say, and that is, I can do all bad by myself, boo.
Oh, that's a movie as
I can
well.
do-
Shout out to Tyler Perry.
Oh, really? There's a movie like that? I can do bad all by myself.
Yes.
Okay. Like, listen, I could do bad all by myself. I do not need to be in any type of abusive relationship, no type of physical, emotional, no.
No small slap test
No,
thing,
right.
guys.
Small,
Don't
nothing.
do that.
What type of test
Don't
is
do that.
What am I passing?
And hopefully, you know, this really brings light to it, to our government, so that they can pass more laws to protect women, and the young girls see this and then they know that it's okay to leave. You know, that somebody does something like this to you, you get the HELL out of there.
Ladies, fellas, have you ever been in situations like this? Let us know in the comments, okay?
And let us know too if we should all give Charlie a small
I
slap.
know.
Yes.
Small
Think we
slap.
need to give him a little test.
Thank you, Tsunami, for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes.
It was fun.
Please come back.
Thank
Yes,
you guys.
please.
Thank you
Don't
guys
be a
for having
stranger.
me.
All right, this is ABS. You're watching Mina TV.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.